Thursday night KMACtion on the volleyball court coming your way tonight. The Danville Lady Devils invade the castle to take on the Northmor Lady Knights, looking to bounce back from last night's loss to Cardington. We got it all coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
Hi guys, my name is Mackenzie Weaver and I cannot wait for you guys to watch high school volleyball live and free on the OH.REPORT. So stick around, in a couple seconds you're going to hear me and the rest of the crew as we go through some starting lineups and the match.
Great having you.
Incredible women.
I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health, believe in we.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the castle on the campus of Northmor High School in North Bloomfield Township, Ohio, for tonight's KMAC volleyball match between Danville and the Northmor Lady Knights. Hello, everybody. My name is Travis Berardi, alongside 3-time All-Ohioan. She loves it when I say that. Mackenzie Weaver. How you doing tonight, Mackenzie?
You know, it's a Thursday. I felt like today was a Tuesday, so it's kind of nice. I'm like, oh, it's a Thursday night, and we have volleyball, so it's always a good night.
Always a good thing when we have Mackenzie here on time as well to call these matches. She's a teacher. I mean, you got to give her a break. As we welcome you inside the Ruth's Farms pregame show, contact Zach Ruth at Ruth's Farms for your freezer beef and so much more. Third-generation farm specializing in bred, born, and finished short-horn cattle that we sell for freezer beef. Tonight, the Lady Knights taking on the Lady Devils, and let's get right into the keys to victory. First for Danville, they're coming in 2-3, 1-3 in the KMAC last season, since this is the first time we've seen them this year. Last season, 6-11, 4-8 in the conference. They lost to Northmor in a sectional championship match, 3-1. Mackenzie, this year they have an .047 hit percentage, and have lost 3 straight matches to Centerburg, Fredericktown, and Cardington, the top 3 in the conference.
Okay. So looking forward here, I have not seen Danville yet play. If it was, I did see them maybe play early last year. I can't quite recall. Honestly, though, I've watched them have a pretty decent warm-up. And, you know, for me, I always looking into a match, looking at a new team. I'm interested to see, one, how offensively, like aggressively they are serving and serve receiving, and are they giving their opportunities to pass for middle? So are they able to establish their middle and establish their offense early and often? So I'm excited to see what they have.
And on the other side, a team you have seen a few times now, the Lady Knights of Northmor. They are 3-5 this season, 1-2 in the KMAC. And I just noticed this. Surprisingly, they moved up from D4 to D3 this year.
Oh, okay.
A 167 team hitting percentage. And last night they fell to power Cardington 3-1 at Cardington.
Okay, so again, kind of rough that it is last night. So that taste, hopefully, of defeat is still in their mouths a little bit, and they can take this opportunity to, you know what, we're going to try to split on the week. I don't know if they played this weekend. This will give them an opportunity, if they are, to kind of get themselves back on track and on the right foot. Again, watching them warm up, it has been pretty decent here so far, but again, anybody can win warm-ups. I'm interested to see moving forward how well they are. I know serving was they served pretty decently the last time that I watched them play. I want to see if their serve reception game has improved, because if anybody has listened long enough and knows me well enough, the serve and pass game in high school volleyball is just so important. And I'm interested to see how they've developed over their probably like 5 or 6 games in now. So this should be a good test for them to see if they can bounce back from that loss last night.
Those losses the Lady Knights have had, they started off, we had them in that match where
at Lucas.
They defeated Clear Fork and Lucas in straight sets, but then they fell to Centerburg, and then Westerville Central, Big Walnut, and St. Francis de Sales. All 3 they lost in 3-set matches. So that's you know, that's their bigger schools that they were playing. Then last week you saw live and free at East Knox. They won 3-0 before taking a week off. And falling to Cardington last night at Cardington. So the Lady Knights, they've been tested at least here this early point of the season. As for Danville, like I said, they started off 2-0. They defeated Central Christian 3-1, swept Mount Gilead 3-0, and then had those 3 losses to the top 3 teams in the KMAC. As we get ready for the national anthem, we'll take it down to the floor in the smooth tones of Blade Tackett.
Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials are Greg Snopper and Jennifer Nestor. And now to honor America, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, by our very own Jamie Zier.
Great rendition there, nicely done. As we continue here on the Ruth's Farms pregame, let's take a look at these roster players for both sides. First, for Danville, and once again brought to you by Ruth's Farms. Contact Zach Ruth, 419-989-0341. Kenzie Neitzeit, Marley Boone, Elena Arnold, who is injured, Hope Moore, Shelby Kalapi, Elena Whittle, number 4, Sophie Snively, Kenzie Holt, Lee Johnson, Shy Thomas, Rin Miller, Taryn Mickley, Delaney Alvis, Tessa Fernbaugh, and they are coached by Marissa Wilcox.
Number 5, Amanda Kincaid. Number 8, Maya Tran. Number 14.
And now for the roster players for the Lady Knights of Northmor.
Number 18, Michaela Sutton.
Allie Sheriff, Chloe Keene, Amanda Kincaid, Maya Trainer, Emily Zager, Lizzie Earlston, Maddie Blunk, Maggie Brewer, Abby Cunnant, and Hannah James. Their head coach is Josh Lehman. And let's take a closer look, Mackenzie, at some of the players for both sides, brought to you once again by Ruth Farms. First for Danville, Taryn Mickley, 33 kills, a 21.9% kill percentage, and she's hitting 0-4-0 to lead Danville.
Okay. Hear nothing.
And now let's take a look at Chloe Keene for the Lady Knights. 67 kills, a 41.6 kill percentage, and she is hitting 199. And Mackenzie, you have seen her quite a few times. She leads this team.
Absolutely. And, you know, I watched her play a little bit last year, and it's so interesting to see, and it's so good to see the growth and just like how she was last year to this year. She's a completely different player. How she moves on the court, she's more confident in and of herself. She's hitting almost 200. So you, again, in volleyball, that hitting percentage is like baseball. You want it to be as high as you can. So she's climbing her way to 200. Like to see maybe on the night she can hit maybe 250, help herself out a little bit with her overall hitting percentage and bring her team up to over 200 tonight.
And that has been the Ruth's Farms pregame. Once again, contact Zach Ruth, 419-989-0341 for your freezer beef. It's good stuff. As we are just about ready to go here in the opening set, Danville and Northmor from the Castle on a Thursday night. Yes, Mackenzie, it is Thursday.
I know. I was getting a little concerned because I walked in, I'm like, God, today feels like a Tuesday. I was not prepared.
And we are underway. Lizzie Earlston with the ace. That's a way to start things off.
And, you know, what I noticed about Northmor serve last time we watched them play is that they work so hard to make sure that ball stays below the height of the antenna and it's dropping as it's going over.
This time it is collected by Danville. Free ball back over the Northmor. Dug up. And it'll actually turn into a point. So a little bit of an out-of-system play there. Allows Danville to tie it up at 1.
Did you say out-of-system play?
Yes, I did.
Look, I literally stopped what I was doing. I turned. I'm like, out-of-system play. My terminology is rubbing off on you. I love it.
Yeah, I'm learning. That's an ace. One of those high-arcing shots.
I don't think they were prepared. I think they thought, oh, you know what, though, this is going out. And you know when your depth perception is a little off, I think it might have gotten lost in a little bit of the lights.
And that was one of our players that we spotlighted, Taryn Mickley, with the ace. 2-1 Danville. Collected up.
Great
Amanda
swing.
Kincaid. That'll be a point.
And you know what I like about that so much? I think if you ever watch the replay on her, she's slow to fast. Her approach is not going – she's not going slow to slow, so her steps are not slow. And that ball was set right on her right shoulder. It was the tempo was super, super fast, so she had all the options in the world.
Overpass, Northmor with a chance. Chloe Keene. Yeah.
A kill.
That might have been out, but it was hit so hard you have to take that last second.
We call that the when in doubt, stick it out moment.
Ah, there it is.
The when in doubt, stick it out.
When in doubt, stick it out. 3-2 the score. Blocked and down. So the overpass hurt Danville there as Keene gets the kill. 4-2 Lady Knights. Nice swing.
Good swing.
Blocked. Backside, Lady Knights with a chance. That's Sophie Snively with the stop.
It's a good pickup on the tip.
Back over Keene, off the block. Stays up for a second. Can they get the free ball? They can.
Yes, they can.
Kincaid now.
That's a great dig.
Neitzeit brought up. Nice rally by both sides. And finally,
the kill.
Kincaid finishes it off after a great rally by both sides.
I don't think we watched that rally. And though some of the digs weren't perfect, if you notice, their defense was stopped. Even if you are in the wrong place on the court, it is extremely hard to continue to change directions while your body's still moving. So if you're in the wrong position, no matter what, just be stopped, and then you can make a move towards the ball.
Kincaid off the block and down, and Northmor, they're cruising now up 6-2.
And, you know, they're passing for middle. So when you guys hear me say this, that their first ball contact is good enough, not only can they run their middle, but they can run their middle for a kill. So now that they've done that a couple of times, let's see if they can start, now that they've established that middle, and that middle hitter for Danville is going to start biting. So she's going to stay with her middle and stay home. It's going to open up opportunities for single blocks on their outside and their right side, which is good because that means you establish some rhythm and the younger kids can step into their role a little bit.
7-2, Lady Knights lead here. Opening set. That was served by Maddie Blanc. Cross-court shot. Set up for Keene off the block. Yep, got the point.
And, you know, super in system, it does start with the serve. So when you serve that aggressively and you're receiving free balls, that's what you are expected to do. So I like not only that they're serving aggressively, but, again, with their first ball contact, not a lot of teams with their free ball first ball contact have looked this good for me so far.
Right down the middle. Nice set, but
and
it's blocked by Northmor.
And
then King just jumps and gets the kill without any effort there.
Staying
you don't
patient.
see that much.
No, you know what? She was patient. She waited. Did she hit as hard as she could? Absolutely not. But she knows that that zone 1 corner is 100% open.
And given right back on the service error. It's 9-3.
But, you know, I am a pessimist about these service errors.
Oh, we know.
But if we look at it, she goes on a 3 or 4 point run. So if you go on a 3 or 4 point run for me and you miss a serve, especially a short serve, I'll give it to you. I'll give you one. Wow, that was a great set. I don't even know if we can replay this and watch this set. How?
We can always replay it, Mackenzie.
Look at that setting footwork one, because I'm such a stickler for setting footwork. She was stopped. Her right hip was to the right pin, and she gave her a little bit of room and opportunity to make a swing. Oh my gosh, I don't think people understand how nice it is to see a setter, a local setter, be able to just do beautiful setting footwork.
Well, you volleyball folk do understand that. All of the rest of us, we're trying to. We're trying to. Set across the Keene.
And
big swing and finish.
Hey, and right there, that's the prime example of, you know, Kincaid did her job early to establish and pull. So essentially, Chloe Keene had a single block. She had a huge gap, or she had a huge window to swing through right there.
11-3 Lady Knights lead here in the opening set of this best of 5. We're used to doing best of 3s on Saturday mornings. This is only the second time we're on a best of 5 call. At least I am. Dinked over.
It's a good free ball pass, still in system. Great set.
Nice job in the back
Getting
there.
the free ball.
Into the net. 12-3 Northmor leads. Amanda Kincaid will get her first serves of the match. Turns into an overpass. Northmor with a chance to add on. Back set, spike off the block and down.
And you know what? That's such a great decision. She knows she's established that middle. She's dishing it out to her pins. She's setting them up for opportunities. Yes, she had a double block, but she was swinging high and made just a great offensive decision there.
Maggie Brewer with the point. Free ball back to Northmor. Bit of a misset.
Miscommunication there.
That swing collected in the back.
And they're still aggressively swinging. I don't know if I like that decision necessarily, but with that decision, she was still trying to stay aggressive, which I like.
13-4 now. Lady Knights lead. Fernbaugh with the serve, the captain.
It's a good set. It's a good decision.
Off the net.
4. Yep.
4 hits. So a couple straight for Danville. Want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube channels. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out.
Good footwork, a little tight. Still trying to be aggressive.
Oh, quick push. Nice decision by Neitzeit.
And, you know, that's their first kill of the match so far. They've had 11 attempts. This is their first kill. So hopefully maybe with this kill, they can get a little excitement on their side and maybe go on a couple-point run here.
It was actually Mickley with the point. A great serve just over the net. Overpass. Can't be collected, though. So some early mistakes here by the Lady Devils has allowed the Lady Knights to get up ahead by 8.
Like that decision on the serve.
Big swing collected up. And this will turn into a free ball.
Oh, that's double. Yep.
So that'll allow Maggie Brewer to get another serve in here.
So it's a 10-point game right now. She's going back on the line, doing her job, trying to establish and maybe possibly get a free ball or an off-speed shot here.
Keene, miss hit. 15-7. Now Neitzeit will serve for Danville. Creates the overpass. Yummy ball. Point to Danville. Hope more.
Good setting footwork to the outside and good swing.
Keene off the block and down.
Setter's working really hard to get herself turned around and creating a really good angle for her to be able to take a good solid swing. When that setter gets turned, she's giving her the opportunity so she knows that she's not going to set her at like 10 feet. She's going to try to get her as close as she can in that hitter's lane.
Just a bit of a miss hit off the top of the fingers and out for Lady Knights point as Keene gets back to serve.
Out of system free ball.
Down the middle.
I like that decision.
Just
a little
out,
long.
though. It's Abby Conant down the middle and maybe didn't wait long enough to get to hit that ball. It looked like the ball was still going up into the air.
Which that's the tempo that they're supposed to be running. She just hit the middle of the ball. So if you're looking at that ball, she kind of hit it and pushed it out when she should be on top hitting down.
Gotcha.
So decent tempo. Maybe I would run that a little bit higher, but I like the idea that they're running that.
Nice job in the back by Lee Johnson to avoid that spike attempt. Goes out. Makes it 17-10 Northmor on the Morrow County Hospital scoreboard. Opening set here. Also want to remind you we have soccer going on up in Cougar Country, Mansfield Christian and Crestview. The ladies started off first. That game was underway earlier.
That's probably a really good game.
And afterwards, the boys will take to the turf in Olivesburg.
Okay, they're going to get it out of system, kind of off speed. Let's see what they do with it. That's a great decision by the setter. Wow, that's a great dig.
Turn into a point for Danville. Scrappy play there by the Lady Devils.
And, you know, that swing that she had from Maddie Blunk, I thought that was going to be a kill. I was getting ready to say, oh, that's a good decision from the setter. But, hey, again, she had stuck her arm out there, and it was a really good dig back to the middle of the court. They were still able to run an offense off that.
For you 90s babies, I call that the Daria.
The what?
Never
I think I'm too young for that
one.
one.
There's a show on MTV.
Okay,
I
was too
young. In the
young
opening
for that.
sequence, it's somebody spiking it at Daria, and she just sticks her arm out and just
good
lets go
God.
by. That's why I call it the Daria.
Okay.
Oh, I'm old. Danville, back-to-back points.
So this is the time I could possibly see a timeout being called, maybe the next one, just to give her an opportunity to take a breath and blow. Or if they're not going to be able to side out here, they probably might change their serve reception pattern, which they just did.
Back set off the block. Stays up. Down the middle. Point to Danville. They got 3 in a row. Lady Devils starting a bit of a comeback here.
Yep, those little runs in bunches, that's all you need. It's infectious and it's contagious, those runs in bunches.
And Mickley with the kill. That's where Danville wants her, right there in the middle. They get those kills. And she's going to have another chance here. Instead of go to Alvis, and a miss hit. 18-13.
This is a pretty decent rotation for them right now. Kincaid is in the front row, which is, again, that's good for them. But also, I like that their setter's in the front row. This gives her the opportunity to run slides. I think I don't know if Kincaid plays basketball. I would suspect maybe she does. This would give her the opportunity to go off 1 foot and go behind because she has a mismatch behind her. Ace in your face. We love a short serve.
Lady Knights now out to a 6-point lead once again. It's 19-13.
That ball drops really fast.
Make that 2 in a row. We'll show you the replay of that.
And I really want to tell Danville, hey, I know you're in the front row, but you're not there to stand there and look pretty and cute in your uniform. You got to be able to pass those short serve balls.
So the first timeout of the evening goes to Danville as they trail 20-13. And ask and you shall receive, Mackenzie Weaver.
Yeah?
There's your soccer match. Oh. Mansfield Christian boys scoring early against Crestview. They lead 1-0.
Didn't Crestview just bring back boys soccer?
Yes, they did.
They did, okay.
And I believe this is their first year of being able to play a varsity schedule.
Why? What do you mean play a varsity schedule? How does that work?
Oh, and there's a goal. Goal! So there you go. I believe when you bring back a varsity sport, you have to start for at least a year or 2 of JV scheduling to get back into the things. Just so if you bring a team back and you schedule a varsity schedule, it's
a lot.
Kind of like playing. Teams want to schedule you just because they know it's probably going to be a win.
Okay, gotcha.
So what they do is they gradually bring them back in. You play a year or 2 of a JV schedule, then just so you get experience from these players. There's a nice kill. Makes it 21-13. Nice swing there by Blunk. Blunk, and you'll miss that.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was good. Good. That's a great serve.
It'll be a free ball. Keene from the back.
Big swing. That was in.
I know you love seeing those types of.
I love seeing people head out of the back row because I don't think you realize how dynamic and how high and when you swing from the back row, it's so different than when you jump and swing out of the front row. You have to be way more dynamic. You have to be so in tune with how everyone's situated in the backcourt and what tendencies are. Great short serve. Good use this free ball here. Hey, and a kill is a kill is a kill.
And that brings the Lady Knights to within 2 of this first set. 23-13. Nearly an ace. Collected, but it will be an ace.
That's 5 for Northmor on the night.
Set point, Lady Knights, 11 set points coming up.
And do you know what? I like those 5 aces because and that shows that they're also serving aggressively too because they only have 1 missed serve on the night. It wasn't a CSS, so it wasn't a first serve, wasn't after a timeout, wasn't after a sub. It was a good miss if you want to call it that.
5 aces, a winning hand every time.
Look at you, on a roll today.
Like butter. Cross set. And that'll end the first set. Lady Knights get the 25-13 set victory. They lead 1-0. We'll be back with set 2, live and free on the OH Report.
Hi guys, don't go anywhere. Set 2 will be on its way here in just a second.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health. Believe in we.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look! (25-13), your first set score. Lady Knights taking the 1-0 match lead. Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver, D1 Weaver, I should call her.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Syracuse and Dayton stops on our way to broadcasting stardom now with the OH Report. As I ramble on, let's take a look at some more while you go over some stats, Mackenzie. Here's
yes, so I do have some numbers for you guys because I'm a numbers person. So again, think of the perspective of baseball is how you can think of hitting percentage. So as a team, not horrible. They're hit. Northmor hit 189 in set 1. So what does that tell me? That tells me, you know what, they had a little bit of a struggle there where Danville went on, I think it was like a 3 or 4 point stretch. They kind of got themselves into trouble. They had 6 hitting errors in that set, but they were able to pull it out. Now, I would like to see them maybe at 5 or below on hitting errors. They were doing a great job. I could applaud them. Here, my applause. They had 5 aces to their 1 service error, and their service error was not a CSS. So that's a cardinal sin of serving. That is, you miss after a timeout, you miss back-to-back, you miss after a sub, those sort of things. Those are those controllable missed serves.
CSS, isn't that like computer language? That's what I think of it. CSS.
It is cardinal sin of serving.
Yeah.
That's what it stands for.
Gotcha. Now you know.
Now you know.
The more you know.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da. Underway with set number 2.
Great swing. They're going to get a hand on that.
But it'll still be a point for the Lady Knights as they strike first on the big swing by Kincaid.
And you know what? They have done such a great job already. Back-to-back the first 2 swings that were taken in the match were taken by Kincaid. So that means she's working super hard to get to 10 feet, swing, block, take another 2 steps around, and go back and swing at it again for the kill.
Lizzie Earlston with the serve. Back set, miss hit. 2-0 Lady Knights. Did you like from Danville in that first set? They only got scored 13, but you saw some glimpses of runs by them.
No, so I really think like their first ball contact was a little iffy, but they were super, super scrappy. So they gave Northmor at the beginning kind of a hard time. They played some pretty solid defense. They were stopped. They've gotten some hands on some balls, though they haven't gone over. They're scrappy. So defensively could be better, but I like the energy that they're bringing. Offensively, I like to see them come alive a little bit more here.
Wow, an overpass turns into a point. That's a scrappy point.
It's a scrappy
by the Danville
point,
Lady Devils.
And it's an offensive point.
So you take a look on the Killbuck Savings Bank replay. 3-1 to score. Now, you did see that ace. Physics play a lot into the game of volleyball. The way the ball was spinning there, it rolled up her arms and unable to bounce it back towards the other way turned into the ace.
And then also when you think about it, how a ball comes at you, like a topspin serve with how it moves, it's going to come, when you think about physics, it's going to come faster and it's going to fall in front of you. When you have a float serve, so that's where you have no movement on the ball, it's going to go a little bit deeper. It's going to hit you high. So you have to, it's easier, in my opinion, to pass a topspin ball because it's like baseball or softball. You can track it into your platform. When you serve a float serve like that, that is coming at you at such a faster speed, and when it hits the air conditioning, it kind of moves.
Like a knuckleball.
Like a knuckleball, precisely.
See, I tried to avoid physics because I wanted to be a commentator.
Yeah,
and it's still, it didn't avoid me. It's still.
I need someone to explain to me why I am a ELA and social studies concentration teacher, and I had to take a physics class in college. Let me tell you, and it was at night.
I took Spanish.
Oh my gosh, they made me
I was
take
in
one.
communications and I took Spanish. Spanish, though, good language.
At least it was useful.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
See.
Is that all you've retained from Spanish class?
Porque.
A que hora?
Me llamo Travis. It's Danville. How are you guys still listening to us? I don't.
I think that they're at the point where, like, okay,
rails already.
Talk about the game. Most likely, it's a Thursday. You got to bear with me here, guys. I've been full-time teaching. I finally got into my full-time teaching, and it was a very long day.
Keen.
Good off speed. Still a little behind the ball. I'd like to see that ball out in front of her a little bit more.
Free ball to Northmor, but it's a point. So Hope Moore gets it over the net, and it turns into the third point of the set for the Lady Devils.
Great in-system ball. I
Back
like that
set.
decision. Little low, awkward set, but look how quickly she was going in for that ball. It was a little off speed, but again, she found a way to make it happen.
Well, in the game of volleyball, we've said this over and over again, your mistake usually turns into a point because the other side's trying to judge when it's going to be hit, so they go up at the same time that you're supposed to hit it, but then when you miss-hit it, it throws them off.
It throws everybody off.
Back set. Taken up by Johnson on the back line. Pushed over. Northmor with the chance. Chloe Keene.
It's a great
off
swing.
the block and in. 8-3, Northmor.
And she's done a really great job at that swing of attacking what like we call the husband and wife. So that's like the seam of the block, and that's to zones 1 and 2. So if you look where the setter took that ball and you draw a line straight back, she's hitting that that 1-6 area in the court, which, hey, it's working for her. So I would have her keep swinging at it until something changes or she makes an error. It's a free ball. Not letting it go down this time.
Middle serve.
I like that swing.
Overpass. Lady Knights. Blocked and down. Neitzeit says not in my house that time.
She was very disciplined on the block. She wasn't reaching behind her head.
That was a nice play.
Yeah, it was very nice routine volleyball play.
Nearly an ace. Another yummy ball kept up. Keene off the block. Stays alive. Hope Moore, too strong. 9-4 Northmor. Okay, you said you're a social studies teacher. What's your favorite period of time that you like?
Ooh, so I would love to teach a class on history of world wars.
That's
all wars of all time. Because when you talk about it, when you talk in like the context of wars, there's a lot of common themes about why wars happen. When you think about it, it's like, okay, you want power, you want land, or you want resources. So being able to see that pattern, like when you talk about like ancient wars, like ancient Greece and Rome, to modern times today with like the war in the Gulf, and the war in Iraq.
Even the war in Ukraine right now.
And the war in Ukraine, absolutely. I think that would be a really fun class to teach. But I like ancient history too, because I think you learn more about humanity and society through what people have left behind. Because 2,000 years from now, people are going to be looking at us and thinking the same things.
Oh, I'm sorry, people 2,000 years ahead of time, if you find anything about me. Although I do the world wars and stuff like that. So this is a nice rally, and Keene finishes it off. I always enjoyed watching the old school black and white war movies with my grandfather.
Oh,
like
yeah.
World War I, World War II, those movies, and then the first color ones as well.
Yeah, and do you know what also was really good that I watched before I went to Gettysburg was the Civil War with Ken Burns.
Oh, Ken Burns, great guy.
So good if you watch it before. And I know I sound like such a geek. We got the audio track. A family friend went and we decided, we're going to borrow their audio version. It was so nice to go to Gettysburg and be able to have like not only the prior knowledge from the Ken Burns documentary, but then watching and listening along. It was so good. Look at us. Look at me sounding like a dork over here.
But else is nice. Maddie Blunk with a perfect cross-court shot just inside the line makes it 11-5.
And you know what? For her size, that's a super hard shot to hit. That's 4-4. She's got to get up, and she's got to be open to her setter to hit that ball.
Lady Knights looking to add on.
Good decision.
Dink down by Maddie Blunk.
And you know what I like about that kill? Is that she took a great strong approach, and you thought she was going to hit that ball. She caught that setter. She caught that right back player just kind of watching and sitting.
Timeout, Danville. And while we have a second, let's thank our sponsors tonight. Tonight's high school volleyball broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Ruth's Farm and Freezer Beef, third-generation farm specializing in bred, born, and finished shorthorn cattle that we sell for freezer beef. Killbuck Savings Bank, community banking, it's what we do. It's who we are every single day. North Central State College, providing individuals with knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths. And Morrow County Hospital, providing great care locally so patients do not have to travel far to receive quality expert health care. Trying to give the student section some love, and they're not even looking at us to go crazy. Okay, that's their one chance. All right, Castle, that's it. You're done.
Tried. You really did. You really did try.
Nope. Disappointment from KMAC Trav, and a kind of disappointing entrance out of that break for the Lady Knights.
Chloe, honey, you're breaking my heart there with that miss serve. I'll give you one. I'll give you a mulligan. Sometimes you just have a moment and you miss your serve. We cannot have it happen again.
12-6.
It's a good pass by Maddie Blunk. And she's going back to her. And, hey, if she's playing well and she keeps swinging like that, I'd keep feeding her too.
And it turns into a point, though, for Delaney Alvis. 12-7, so a good timeout by Danville. They're on a 2-0 run afterwards.
I always used to joke whenever we'd have that and have a good timeout for Bobby, we would go over to the sideline, pat her on the back, like, good timeout, coach. Good job. I thought it was funnier than it probably actually isn't. Hey, we love a little setter dump.
Lizzie Earlston throwing you off there with a little change of pace.
And it was a great location, too. She stayed high, stayed fast, right to that tee.
Emily Zager, the libero with her serve. Back bump.
And she's right there to cover that ball. Great swing.
And that's the spot that Blunk wants to go. She's tried that a couple times. One was long, the other one was dug up, but that's the spot she wants. 8-ball corner pocket.
Yeah, she's going deep. And sometimes you don't have to hit extremely hard, but she's trying to snap it into that last back third of the court. And she's done a great job tonight so far. Finding those open areas on the court. She's trying to hit and be crafty. She's not hitting at people. She's hitting to space.
Blunk again. Once again going for that corner.
And you know what? This is a really good opportunity for Maddie Blunk to have Amanda Kincaid in the front row because she's pulling that middle blocker because this is a great rotation for them. They have their setter front row who's been offensive tonight. We have Amanda Kincaid and we have Maddie Blunk in the front row at the same time.
15-7 Lady Knights lead here in set number 2. They lead 1-0.
And they're receiving free balls and missed opportunities right now, so I would keep it rolling.
Yeah, off the set, really threw off Danville, unable to get it back over. Makes it 16-7. So, Zager again.
So a little out of system here, getting that free ball back. And you know what? Great ball in system. I'm not mad about it. A little tight, but I would gladly say that Northmor is one of the better teams that has had better first ball contact, specifically on a free ball.
Kincaid, not one. Well, thought she was going for a second swing, but instead it was Blunk. And the return by Fernbaugh too strong. Lady Knights up 10. So is this now the time, in case you do see a misstep by Zager serving, it's all right because she's been back there for 5 points? I didn't jinx her there. You saw that.
I know you did, and I paused. There was a long pause.
Oh
Great
my
swing.
Goodness.
I would say no. I wouldn't be mad, like disappointed in her and her athletic ability, but it's like, babe, 900 square feet. 900 square feet find the court. But hey, she's done a great job so far. If I knock on wood, as I should.
Good?
I did. I knocked on wood. I did
good?
my due diligence.
Bit of a miss hit, but still free ball over the Danville. They got a chance here. Big swing, but
That's
Chloe
a great
Keene
dig.
is back there with the dig.
Maddie Blanc. That's a great coverage.
Keene. Free ball back over. Both sides really sticking it up there.
Oh,
Overpass.
it's tight. It's tight.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was tight.
That was a great rally by both sides.
There was a lot of effort there. Sorry, that got a little loud for anybody that heard me just scream in their ear.
Well,
if they
that
have
was
headphones
great
in.
because it was such a tight
That
window for Northmor. They were able to get the good set and slam down.
Yeah, and that ball was tight. And their setter, I love her dearly. She works super hard. That's not a lot of room for her to move and make a move in. So she was athletic and just made a play.
There they are.
You guys are wrong. They have no idea.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get a chant going.
They look so lost. There you
There
go.
you
There you go.
Good grief.
That was the most millennial thing, Gen Z thing I've ever seen in my life. They were completely lost. The lights were on and nobody was home trying to figure that out. They need to be trained. They need to be trained.
They're staying. They're trying to stay. They got a big game against Cardington that you can watch live and free.
Oh, for the love
tomorrow
of
night.
God, Travis!
The
They
boys,
need
the
to go
football
watch
team.
Ohio State women's volleyball. Their student section and how they get rowdy was so fun to watch. When I went and watched them play Texas a couple weekends ago.
Horns down, my friend. Go Buckeyes. Out of the timeout.
That one kills me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I like the run. It's not. I love you, sweetie. Emily, it's nothing personal, babe. 900 square feet. 900 square feet find the court. So out of system, she steps in. Ooh, that's going to be tight.
Nobody there, though. So once again, Danville really controls the pace out of a timeout.
And I have to applaud the coach. Pat on the back. Good timeout, good decision, good time to call a timeout.
Mackenzie actually just patted herself on the back.
Physically. I actually did it when I coached middle school volleyball. I would pat myself on the back, and people thought I was crazy, which is okay. They're not wrong. Ooh, a little tight.
Oh, good
Maddie
adjustment.
Blanc being athletic. This is a good opportunity for them right here.
You know what
Emily
I call that?
Zager
I call that a Blanc dunk.
A Blanc dunk. Ooh,
Yummy ball.
big girl.
Kincaid with the point. Northmor 5 points away from a 2-0 lead.
And you know what? She could have gotten herself, I don't mean like bad, in a little bit of trouble. But if the setter is going to set that ball and you go up, specifically as a middle hitter, you're trying to attack, she went up very flat, so she let the ball hit her hands as the setter was hitting the ball and allowed it to go down.
Chance again for the Lady Knights. Blanc, back line. Pushed
Good.
over.
Hey, good coverage there. I like that tempo. Even though that's not like she's not hitting the ball hard, when she gets in system like that 1-2 step that she took, oh, I love that. That's hard to do. You have to be very mature as a middle blocker to be able to attempt that. Ooh, and they're missing serves again.
21-10, Lady Knights lead. Delaney Alvis will serve after this substitution as Hope Moore comes in for Sophie Snively.
Good in-system ball. Ooh, a little far outside the antenna.
And into the net. Northmor at the point.
So right now, Danville doesn't have any more timeouts left, so they're going to use those subs to kind of slow down the pace a little bit, try to get Northmor off their service game right now and their little run that they're on.
Blocked and down. Lady Knights were ready for that one. That's Brewer and Kincaid with the block. Blunk.
Ooh, that was long.
Nearly
that was long.
The point.
Like
Back.
that decision to set behind.
Nice attempt.
I would run it again. Good. I like that she keeps going behind. That's building confidence. I don't think you guys realize in this circumstance and situation, like you could have fed Kincaid that ball and it probably would have been a kill, but you're going back to that right side. You're putting her in a situation that maybe in 4 weeks when they play somebody big, that she's going to have the confidence to run that quick ball on a free ball and go against a bigger blocker and be successful.
That's it for the set. Northmor cruises 25-10. They'll look to sweep things here in set 3 after the break. You're watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
All right, guys, set number 3 is on its way. We'll be back in just a second.
How was school?
I'm just a mess, now I'm just a mess, and you're just the person that changed my life. Put that in my mind, safe to take a step out. Yes, I'm in now.
Music can help you express how you're feeling. When you can't find the language, find the lyrics.
I'm Garrett G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Lady Knights taking set 1 25-13, second set 25-10. One set away from the sweep. Travis Berardi alongside 3-time All-Ohioan Division I athlete and teacher.
Teacher extraordinaire.
Mackenzie Weaver. See, I added that one in.
I like that.
Keep building it up.
I love that. It's great.
Lady Knights cruising once again to a set 2 victory. And for Danville, you know what? As that overpass will turn into a point for the Lady Devils.
Yes.
They need to play like coming out of a timeout the whole time, because
like
they come out
coming out of a
gets 2 or 3
timeout
straight
and coming
points
out of a
then-
set.
Yeah.
They should just play like they're coming out of a timeout. I think that they're getting caught in like the theatrics of Northmor, like
That was
offensively.
a jinx, I'm sorry.
Offensively. So I think that maybe they need to be a little less intimidated when they're playing defense and they're blocking at the net. But other than that, like they're still scrappy. So there's nothing that I don't dislike, but they're still growing and developing throughout this match.
Big swing blocked.
And they're still swinging.
Another swing kept up. Keen free ball back over the Danville. Back set. Alvis. Now Keen.
That's a great dig.
Ooh, good adjustment to bump it over. We continue on. Keen again off the net. That's going to be a free ball.
And that's a great free ball pass.
Nice save. We play on. Longest rally we've seen, but Keen goes into the net. Danville leads 2-1.
That's a big momentum boost there for Danville. That was a long rally.
And you said this earlier. This is a scrappy team. They get a couple things together. They'll be pretty decent.
Like defensively, they're not in the wrong positions. Their defensive positioning isn't spectacular, but they're stopped on defense and they're trying to make super athletic plays. So I like the energy and the effort that they're bringing. It'll come together at some point for them.
Nice set and kill. Conant ties it up at 2.
I like that in-tempo ball that they're running for Conant. I would like it maybe a little bit higher, and I want to see that left arm come up a little bit more, but I like the tempo. I like that they're speeding up the game.
That was in system for the kill, too. I used both there in this match, in system and out system.
So they're just getting a lineup check to make sure they have their right server. Never hurts to ask because you don't want to be wrong and then serve 10 points and then have them all taken away because you have the wrong server.
Also, you want to get your food order right. You have to have the right server.
I like that. I like that reference. Like the reference.
I was a server for 8 years. We'll never do it again. Danville, once again, answers the point with one of their own. It's 3-2. And that was one of those nicely angled spikes by Neitzeit. Just right off the angle down, right off the top of the block, yeah.
Didn't really give him a lot of time to make a decision, and the off block defender really wasn't there.
Overpass, yummy ball, but Northmor able to corral it. Keene now, too strong, 4-2 Danville.
So this is an opportunity where you cannot get too complacent with the first 2 sets and think you're just going to roll through set number 3. That does not happen.
Blocked, kept up, free ball. Right down the middle, blocked. Neitzeit once again. Not thrown off by that. Got the hands up and it goes down, 5-2.
It's a great in-system pass. Ooh, tight.
Keene unable to adjust, and it's 6-2.
Kind of put her in a closet there. So I would either see after this point either calling a timeout. They're doing, this is the Mackenzie Weaver. I used to do this when I was a freshman in teams. Used to get so mad at me. My mom would like me to like, tie your shoe. You take a moment. You kind of give your people a minute to take a breath. You kind of ice the server a little bit. They maybe take a little bit off their serve.
Kind of like calling timeout and stepping out of the batter's box for a second.
Yes, just kind of like that. Yep, maybe you just need a moment. It's a good second set of hands.
Ooh, big swing.
Great dig.
Stays up. Keene again.
Danville's not going away quietly. And then we got to finally have their second kill of the match. They've been swinging. They needed something.
Maggie Brewer's really shown out tonight.
She's been a great addition and has done her role so effectively here in these first 2 sets moving into the third. That's a great serve.
Great third option now.
Yes.
As well with Kincaid and Keene. Overpass turns into a point.
I won't say anything about her.
Straight.
I won't say anything that she didn't move her feet to pass that ball because, again, what I say, kill is a kill is a kill. I'll give her 1. I'll give her 1.
So did the scoreboard.
Okay, that's a good serve. Keeping them out of system. She's behind the 10-foot line, and it's close.
Overpass, though.
Take those points where you can get them. So that gets them within 1.
Brewer will now serve.
And then Brewer's going to the other side of the court. She does that because she wants to have that ball go to that first seam, that first service zone a little bit faster.
Blocked and down. Hannah James able to get a fingertip on it and deflect it back. 6-all.
And I like their coaches. He's given really good service zones right now, having them go at that 1-6 seam. Good in-system dig.
Keene.
Yes. There it is. There's that husband-wife. The husband-wife is open for her in the front row, and she's looking good, more confident in that swing. She had a little bit of the husband. She had a block up there, but she found the seam of that block and punched it through.
7-6 Lady Knights.
That's good. Keeping them out of system. They're probably going to get a free ball, down ball here. Decent first pass.
Nice set for Keene, and she finishes. Useful play there.
Hey, and you know what? If it's your bread and butter, it doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be spectacular. It just has to get the job done.
8-6 Lady Knights.
Wow, and you know, she's done a great job here of keeping them out of system.
They're
here
on
in set 3.
6-1 run.
I like the change of pace with the dump.
Danville answers, though.
Stopped the bleeding.
And we'll have a sub. Over the Keene. Now Moore. Back to Keene.
Trying to do something with it. I like that she's still attacking that seam because she gets the setter touch and touching that ball.
Big swing, somehow put over, but out of bounds.
There's good communication there from the libero, Emily Zager. And I know last year a couple times she was a little bit, she had some opportunities where she touched some balls that were out of bounds. I remember a couple matches. So she said, no, stay inside the court and let it go out of bounds.
9-7 Lady Knights. Looking
Good.
to close this out.
Yeah, you know, good serve. Again, when you receive free balls, this is where you learn to execute, and this is where you get everybody in the mix.
Oh, a miss hit.
I think she was a little bit outside of her comfort zone on that set, a little bit too far outside the antenna for Maddie Blanc to get a good swing on it.
While we have a quick second, let's shout out anybody that's commented so far. Ryan Deal, Nathan Kincaid, Diana Workman, Angie Evans, Tristan Hammond. All Lady Knights fans, thank you, as always, for watching. Set right down the middle, dug up. Another chance, this time Blanc gets the point. Take a look at the Killbuck Savings Bank replay.
Hey, and that's worked. That cross-court shot, it's kind of the opposite. So Kincaid has been able to hit that 1-6 husband-wife seam, while it's been more with Maddie Blanc. She's going that 4-4. She's going to that deep 5 shot. Ooh,
big swing
big
block
for Maddie Conant. Ooh, unlucky, unlucky.
Danville caught Northmor trying to reset back into their positions. Gets the point, and still this stays a 1-point game after the 7-1 run by Northmor to get the lead. Lady Knights give it right back.
That's been her location tonight. She's been going to it. She hasn't had too many pickups with it. So if it works, don't do it all the time. You might need to change your location up the next time she goes to do it. But it's been working for her.
You watch the Karate Kid sweep the leg. Well, she sweeps the arm for that nice kill.
Ooh.
Overpass. Lady Knights with the chance. Brewer off the block and down.
So
3-point lead.
So this is their moment where Northmor can establish themselves of, we are a team that finishes. We put our foot on the gas. We stay in system. We make smart decisions. We allow them to make mistakes, and we can take control of the match.
Into the net.
And I opened my big mouth.
Gonna remain silent there. Hey, we're 20 minutes away from the NFL season kicking off. Bills-Rams on NBC.
Bills Mafia, bringing it back.
Nice swing off the net and the blocking down. Actually, my best friend, Ashley Schubert, back in West Virginia. She's been a Bills fan all her life. Been ripping on her when they stunk, but now I'm happy for her.
They're turning the corner.
They are.
I would say
they are turning the corner, and also my Steelers still got the best of them last year.
Oh sweet God, you and your Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hayden as well, our cameraman. Me and Hayden are going to be very nervous when they take on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday.
Ooh, I love me some Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's a heck of a player, though. Yes,
that's a man. That is a man.
All righty. Anyway, back to the game. Oh, no, it touched the line. They gave her the ace. Let's take a look at the replay. Mackenzie, did that stay in?
Our U.S. Open replay.
Yeah, I think it did.
I think it did. Like Serena Williams hitting that back line.
What a run she had in the U.S. Open before retiring. Nearly pulled off the victory. That overpass drops down, and the Lady Knights, their largest lead of the set, 16-10. They are 9 away from the sweep.
So I like the gas is still on for them. I want to make sure that mentally they're still checked into the match. And they're
a big miss hit there. That's one you can laugh off with the lead like this. As Mackenzie rolls her eyes. I know.
I know it's enough to give me heart palpitations, but it's okay.
You've probably done that once or twice in your career. Yeah.
We'll say yes for dramatic effect, and Hayden shaking his head like absolutely not. My man's got my back. He knows. No.
You've never had like a shank like that?
Never. 100%. If I've missed a serve, it has not been that. But you know what? I'll give it back to her. And I'll give them at least one because it kind of cancels it out. She had an ace. It cancels itself out.
Not everybody's a 3-time All-Ohioan and Division I athlete, okay?
Okay. We're not giving them. We're not cutting too many breaks here. That's okay. If they look back and ever listen to this, they know it comes from love. Nothing that I ever say is a personal attack on anybody.
You are Bobby Weaver's daughter. You know that?
Yep, I am.
You are Bobby Weaver.
And that's okay. And I take that, people.
Hey, Hall of Fame coach, though.
Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame player. I know when we were down at.
Sometimes you just got to rip into them to get your point across.
Oh, absolutely. And I didn't realize this, maybe because I'm just not with it. My mom holds, I want to say, at least 10 records still at Ashland when she played. I think, and mind you, this is when they played 15-point games, and it was side-out scoring, so you had to have the serve to win the point and have kills. Yes.
Okay.
She has, like, the all-time hitting percentage. She holds, as a middle hitter, like, is in top 5 in digs as a middle hitter. Holds all of the blocking records, all of the serving records.
As a middle hitter.
I came home, I was like, Mom, you're iconic. She's like, you didn't know that? I was like, okay, Mom.
You didn't know that? There's an ace for Northmor.
The best thing that's ever happened to me, and I hope if somebody ever does this to anybody that's parents that are like this, we're playing at fitness. I'm like, hey, Mom, you're not doing that right. And she drops the weight, looks at me, she's like, I'm an All-American. And I was like, and it was so off the cuff. I'm like, okay, I'm done. You got me. You got me.
Nice adjustment by Danville to get the free ball. But it still finishes in a point by Hannah James, the freshman getting some time, and Danville will take a timeout. And that's good because we have a chance now to show you what we have coming up tomorrow night. It's a football Friday night.
What do we got?
First, we got our 6 live streams.
Whew, someone's going to be tired on Saturday morning.
Mansfield Senior at West Holmes. It's going to be an audio only with replays because West Holmes doesn't want us to give them the full live stream. Anyway, Brian Skoronsky and Effie James will be on the audio of that. Our friends at WNCO will partner with us as New Philadelphia travels to Ashland. New Philly, the new team in the OCC. Western Reserve at Crestview. The Cougars trying to stay unbeaten. WMAN, our friends Hayden Gray will be producing that one down at Clear Fork, taking on River Valley, a key early MOAC matchup. East Knox at Centerburg. That's our game of the night with Brian Hart or Bruce Wyrick. I will be right back here to the Castle with WBCO out of Bucyrus. They'll be my commentators as Cardington takes on Northmor. And then we have Shelby Pleasant and Harding Galleon highlights. And all can be seen 11:30 tomorrow night.
Live and free.
Live and free on the Friday Night Pigskin. You got to have emphasis in it. Live and free.
Okay, so this is really a dumb question, and I know that volleyball's still going on. Who's even in the OCC anymore? Like, am I really that out of touch that I literally have no idea who's in the OCC anymore?
It is Mansfield Senior, Lexington, Madison, West Holmes, Mount Vernon, New Philadelphia, Ashland. 7.
Where the heck is even New Philly? I mean this with love.
New Philly, I know it because it's in between my hometown and here on 250. It's right, you know where Dover is?
I need a location.
Dover, New Philadelphia. It's straight.
Are we north, south,
east,
west?
It's south on 79.
Okay,
so you go to Canton, hit 79, go south, and you go through New Philly and Canton.
Oh, okay. There we go.
You get on 250, you go Worcester to 250 down through Apple Creek, down to Strasburg, and then right there, New Philadelphia. It's an hour and a half. It's like an hour and 45 minutes on a bus.
So it's like going to West Holmes.
It's further, much further.
You couldn't be me. West Holmes was enough to kill me when I played.
Oh, an overpass, but mishandled, and now match point, 10 match points for the Lady Knights looking to close out the sweep. But yeah, it's an hour 15 for me in a car. It's probably about an hour 45, 2 hours in a bus.
That's gross. Ooh, a little tight. Going trying to get that kill.
Down the middle, dug up. Blanc for the win. Stays up, overpass. Nice adjustment. Northmor, can they get the free ball? No, Danville stays alive. So Danville with serve now, needing 9 more points to force an extension on this set.
That's a great first ball contact. Abby Connett's like, give me the ball, feed me.
Mickley lobs it up.
Give
Chance
it to her
for
again.
Northmor, blocked.
It's okay. Still trying to keep it alive.
Free ball, but it's
Unlucky.
going to be 4 hits.
Danville's not going away. They're trying to turn it on, see if maybe they can go on a run here.
Holt with the serve. Good setup.
Big swing for Maddie Blanc.
And Blanc finishes it off. Lady Knights win it 25-16. They take the match 3-0. We'll take a break. Be back with the Ruth's Farms post game and our MVP after this. You've been watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
All right, guys, that's the end of our match here, but stick around. We're going to have our MVP of the game and some post-match analysis.
I'm Garrett G-Man Parlett, and check out my new show, The G-Man Project, exclusively on the OH Report.
Ohio Health is the official sports medicine provider of Northmor High School. Available 24/7 to care for your athletes with same-day appointment options. We keep your athletes healthy and in the game. Ohio Health is proud to partner with Northmor High School to provide a healthier community. We are healthcare experts close to home, serving teams, parents, and all of Morrow County. Ohio Health, believe in we.
Welcome back to the OH Report, and I have our MVP of the match, Senior Maddie Blanc. Congratulations on your win tonight. So I know you had a kind of a tough loss last night. Did this kind of help take the sting out of it a little bit?
Yeah, we definitely bounced back after last night. We were kind of rough because we didn't have practice a couple days out of the past few weeks. Yeah. But tonight we knew we just needed to get back to it.
Yeah, so I know a lot of the time you guys were super consistent in controlling the match offensively, and you know me, I'm a big stickler. So go back and listen on your guys' like serving and serve reception and defense, and I noticed you guys have grown so much from your first match against Lucas. Have you guys really been focusing on your defense at practice?
Yeah, we've been really focusing on a lot of everything. like serve receive and then the hitting defense and then our hits back to them.
Yeah, so when is your guys' next match? Are we talking Saturday is your next match? Okay, so Saturday, looking forward, you guys have this good feeling of a win. It was a quick night tonight, which is good for you. You have enough time. You have Friday, then Saturday to recover.
Yep.
What are you looking forward to with Saturday?
We're just looking forward to do the same thing we did tonight, just all communicate and all work together and get the win.
So, honey, congratulations. I don't want to hold you too long, so you can go home and get some rest. You got a big game on Saturday, and can't wait to see you the rest of the season.
Thank you.
That was our MVP, Maddie Blunk. The Northmor senior helps the Lady Knights to the 25-13, 25-10, 25-16 victory. And Mackenzie, I know you have notes and stuff, so I'm going to let you talk here. What did you like out of that match?
So what I liked out of that match, so in set 2 they had their highest hitting percentage. They were hitting 371, so they were almost hitting 400. So again, baseball numbers, that's a super good.
That's very good.
Super ideal. At the end, a little bit, they let Danville at the end get a little bit of a run going on. So again, I would like them to see, let's finish that match with as much intensity as you had in the middle and the beginning of the match to control them a little bit more. But again, they had a loss last night. They had a kind of a quick night-ish, and they wanted to be able to finish to get ready for Saturday. So honestly, all great things. Their serve reception-wise and their first ball contact on a free ball is the best that I've seen personally in the area, and I love that. I don't think people realize how much I love the first ball contact, that it's good.
All right, and just a reminder, still about 20 minutes left in that Mansfield Christian Crestview game. It's live and free on our Facebook timeline as well as the main OH Report YouTube channel. But that'll wrap things up here from the Castle tonight. I'm going to go home and watch some NFL football kicking off here in a little bit. I'd like to thank our sponsors tonight. Ruth's Farm and Freezer Beef here in the Ruth's Farm and Freezer Beef postgame. Third generation farm, specially in bred, born, and finished shorthorn cattle that we sell for freezer beef. Killbuck Savings Bank. Community banking, it's what we do. It's who we are every single day. Our replay sponsor and our 2 commercial sponsors, North Central State College, providing individuals with knowledge, skills, and inspiration to succeed in their chosen paths, and Morrow County Hospital, providing great care locally so patients do not have to travel far to receive quality expert care. I want to thank Hayden Gray tonight once again on the camera work. I want to thank everybody back at the BS Media Productions, OH Report, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson, Garrett Parlett, Storm Blunchley. Want to thank the folks here, Blade Tackett and the Northmor Athletic Department, for allowing us to be here live and free tonight. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. The Lady Knights bounce back with a victory. They sweep Danville 3-0. For Mackenzie Weaver, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from the Castle.